get that bite on that bouncer like that, you want to lean into him a little bit, and then you just kind of swing, and there he is. I always tell people that hook set's like the backswing of a golf stroke. I don't know if it's the same one or I missed one just before, but he's a nice one. There you go. That a way to start the day, huh?
Absolutely.
That's a nice walleye. Hi folks, today on Midwest Outdoors, we are out with Nick Painovich of Zippel Bay Resort. Chasing walleyes, gonna have a good time. That is a nice walleye, good eater. There is just a ton of them in the lake like this, and tell you what, Zippel Bay's got a beautiful place to come up and catch them, and we're gonna enjoy a good day of fishing. Drop him in.
There's one.
All right.
Can't let Greg have all the fun. Got a little bit of a walleye chop here that's energizing him a little bit out in this deep part of the lake.
Yeah, that's a good one though. You know, that's part of your take-home limit when you're up here. You know, you can bring 6 fish home with you. Of those 6, 4 can be walleyes, and 2 could be saugers. Now your walleyes are 19.5 to 28, go back. No, that's a good sauger right there though.
Yeah.
We're gonna put him in the box, but let's get another one.
There he is.
There you go. Oh, that's more than a bump, Nick.
He's got a little pizzazz to
Yeah,
it.
that's one of them that's got shoulders out there.
Yeah, either I got him hooked in the butt or I got a little better fish.
I think you got a better fish. The big fish is one of the reasons people come here to Lake of the Woods. So, you know, when you're out here, any given time you can hook up with the fish of a lifetime. Oh, look at that big pike. Oh, let's see if I can get him on. There you go. Just in time, you spare out.
He bit the hook off.
It's out here in the mud, but
yeah.
and then pike get way bigger, but that sucker, he's heavy.
Yeah,
You know,
he's definitely been around.
Yeah. Well, look at how broad that fish is. I think probably about a 30, but he probably weighs 9, 10 pounds. You want to hold him up for the camera?
Lake of the Woods has got lots of 40-inch pike in it, and 20-pounders. Zippel Bay is well recognized for pike population. One of the biggest spawning areas for pike in the spring on Lake of the Woods, at least on the American side.
Oh yeah, yep.
You know, and we get a lot of fishermen up in the spring because the season's open year-round.
Yep.
So if you want to get into some of that early, right after ice out fishing, there are lots of these guys in Zippel Bay. A lot of them are just bait fishing real early.
Well, they're popular that time of year, and then you guys do so much ice fishing, that late ice, boy. There's a lot of people.
A lot of tip-up fishing along our south shore in front of Zippel Bay all winter long for these guys. If you like to put a big sucker minnow down and watch those tip-ups go off. A lot of guys do it in March when it's a little bit more comfortable weather too. But yeah.
Well, we better give that one a reprieve and let him go. He'll get bigger. Good job, Nick.
Grabbed it and ran, whatever it was. Coming up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice one. That's a beauty, Nick.
Pretty good for me.
Yeah. Oh, you caught many more than that. Pretty good for that old reel you were telling us. Telling us the story. That thing's been in the bottom of the lake, what, 3 times?
Yeah, 3 times. The old Ambassador 5000A.
And that was given to you as a gift when you initially bought the resort, huh? Some 48 years ago.
Over 50 years ago, probably now.
Yeah. 22, 23.
One of the nicer walleyes of Lake of the Woods.
Oh, that's what people come to catch us. Lots of walleyes. When they're here staying, you got some great accommodations on shore. You can really, whether you want the fancy cabins, the regular cabins, or the campgrounds.
Got 1 and 2 bedroom regular cabins, and of course we got 3 to up to 6 bedroom log cabins.
Yep.
Very comfortable, all the amenities, stainless steel kitchens, fireplaces.
One of the best things too, you get your own dock space. So you got your own assigned dock space. A lot of the cabins, it's 25, 30 yards from the front door of your cabin
Sure.
to your boat.
And floating docks, so no matter what the water level is, no trouble getting in and out of the boat, which
Yep.
is good for a lot of our senior citizens. you
Yeah,
know.
well, plus the electricity on the docks, so a lot of times these days people are charging all kinds
Oh,
of
yes.
contraptions on them. So,
These high-end boats take a lot of juice in the water.
oh yeah, that's for sure.
I better get this gal
Let
back
that
in the
one go,
water.
Yeah. Perfect.
I just bumped it in gear and boom,
Yeah.
you had some action. He wants to go the other way.
Trying to swim to Canada.
Maybe I need a bigger net.
He's not a monster, but he's a good one. Nice. Pretty walleye right there. Well, that's the fun part about this spinner fishing. You guys do a lot of what you call bait fishing. The customers get to
Sure.
feel the bite, don't they?
Absolutely. We can pull crank. Some people enjoy that. But
Yep.
A lot of times we got jig fishermen.
Yep.
If we can make that work, well, anchor over a school of fish and jig them with minnows.
Mhm.
Otherwise, doing what we do best, drift fishing out here in the flats with some night
Yep.
crawlers.
When we were talking about that opener till about Father's Day, there's a lot of that jig fishing that goes on, and
Absolutely.
it was incredible this year. You couldn't go out and not run out of bait, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
But that same bite, that comes around in the fall.
Sure.
You know, them guys, you get out front jigging. A lot of times they'll do a combo. They'll go
Oh, yeah.
jig fishing
Yeah.
and do some hunting. I'm gonna put that one in the
Sure.
box. Nice one.
Sounds like a plan.
That's a better one. Not huge, but it'll count for the eaters. Big old sauger.
Yeah.
We'll take ya. Well, I hooked that one.
I've been playing dumping it in the mud. And picking
Like
it out
dumping
of
it in the mud. But he hit you and then backed off and you had to lean back to him.
Kept dumping line down and pulling it through the mud and lifting it up. When he did decide to hit it, he hit it pretty good.
That is one of the best feelings in life, is when a walleye grabs your bait.
I believe they follow it plenty.
Oh,
when
I think they
decide
swim
to grab
behind
it.
and check it out for a long time sometimes. Whoa,
Oh,
giving you a tussle. Gets your
never get
adrenaline
tired
going.
of that zip. Oh,
This one didn't swim at you. No, I see walleye. Nice. Perfect keeper. That is a beautiful walleye. Look at the gold colors on it.
absolutely.
Yep.
Typical Lake of the Woods walleye.
There's a lot of them here waiting for you to come up and catch too, folks. If you want to come on up to Zippel Bay and have a great vacation, catch a bunch of fish, all you got to do is look up zippelbay.com. For Nick Painovich, I'm Greg Jones. More Midwest Outdoors is coming right up.